Now, the name Blue Fountain Apartments may suggest to you high-class accommodations, but those offerings are anything but. In fact, people living in the North City apartments say they are downright dangerous, and the landlord won't lend a finger to help. Tenants called News 4's investigator Chris Negus, and now the city of St. Louis is stepping in.
I shouldn't have to fear for my life in a neighborhood that's already bad.
Donna Pendleton is beyond fed up.
All of this stuff is just terrible.
As she strolls through the Blue Fountain apartment complex, it's one issue.
We got lots of apartment buildings that have boards out for the basement.
After another.
The rails is broken. They cited them for this.
But Pendleton's biggest concern,
this one is all
no exterior lights in her parking lot.
It's 4 of them that lead all the way to the back of the building around. They are all out.
Amron confirms these lights were shut off for non-payment back in May.
This is how dark the parking lot is with no lights.
Pendleton started documenting her walks from the parking lot to her home.
And it's just dangerous out here. It's just really dangerous.
The name of the North City complex might sound nice, but there's no fountain.
My ceiling was looking like this.
And if the water's blue, it turns to mold when it runs through Maggie Wynn's ceiling.
You can see it back there. It's growing.
Wynn says her bathroom ceiling looked like this for 8 months, and it's still not fixed.
And when it's rain, it pours.
But even worse, you feel unsafe here? Her security fears.
Yeah, very unsafe.
Not only does the door to her common area hallway not close properly,
And pick it up and bring it here.
her front door is peeling apart, and the lock is flimsy at best. She showed me how she stays safe at night.
I take my couch here and slide it across here. So if this door be pushed open, you know, I will at least hear them.
All around the complex, broken retaining walls, broken windows, broken siding, missing ceilings, and all around unkept conditions.
Somebody could die over here and you could toss the body up in there and nobody would find it.
With major concerns on the minds of tenants, I stopped by the office during normal business hours. Says open, come in. But the door was locked. And this is one place where the light is actually on. Calls to the number on the sign, useless. No one answers, and there's no way to leave a message.
You can't get anybody in that office to say anything to you about anything, but they want their rent money. They want you to pay rent on time.
The complex is owned by SMTEH Realty, the owner of several troubled apartment complexes around the metro. News 4 Investigates has documented issues at several of those complexes. Rob Swearingen of Legal Services of Eastern Missouri represents some of the tenants. They are suing.
TEH appears to be an extraction model, business model, where they take money out and they put nothing back in.
That's what you've seen.
That's my experience.
The company's website simply says, get ready, something really cool is coming soon.
This is corroded.
Nobody that lives here thinks any of this is cool.
They haven't fixed this the whole 2 years I've been here.
And neither does the city of St. Louis.
But it's a lot of maintenance issues.
Frank Oswald is the city's building commissioner. The day after I called his office, inspectors were sent back to Blue Fountain. They documented a long list of violations and condemned 1 unit. That number could go up.
No, it certainly does not meet the city standards, and like I said, a number of people have let us in since you made us aware of some of these issues. We've got various violations letters going out to the property owners.
But this isn't Oswald's first rodeo. He knows the violation letters can go unanswered. So the city plans to hit the owners where it hurts. As residents move out, they will not issue new occupancy permits until a long list of problems is fixed.
Is the place essentially flagged in the system?
Yes, it is.
It's flagged now.
Yes.
This is to my back door.
Pendleton told me she's moving out. So far, Wynn is staying put.
See, the mold is still growing in here.
Attorney Swearingen says tenants like Wynn have recourse.
So there was a hole in your ceiling for over 8 months with that mold.
Especially when they are faced with unlivable conditions.
If your apartment's uninhabitable, people should hold on to their rent, put it in escrow, you can pay it into the court, but you don't have to pay rent for these kinds of conditions.
This week I finally reached 2 women in the office here. Neither one would go on camera. They took my name and number and said somebody with TEH would get back to me. So far, I haven't heard from anyone. The city's building commission, they say they're going to keep close tabs on this complex, and if conditions don't improve quickly, they aren't ruling out condemning more units. Chris Negus, News 4 Investigates.